Hello, my friends. Welcome back to our series on the 21 qualities that leaders must possess to lead powerfully during these complex times. This is from my book, Healing Leadership, where I share that those 21 qualities after I conducted the field study with 41 industry leaders and experts in business. So I want to share with you quality number 12, and I've already shared quality 1 through 10. If you're following along, I welcome you to share this with your people, your networks, and first of all, get the book, because that way you will get to not only hear me share these 21 qualities, but you also get to hear the details of those in-depth interviews that I conducted with the 41 leaders. And you get to hear from them directly and learn from their insights. I talk about many different topics in the book. And the ones that I am covering in this series is the 21 qualities. And quality number 12 is resiliency. A healing and empowering leader is resilient. Many of us are resilient. I'll give you a quick story. When I came to this country back in 1983 as an immigrant from a small village in the Dominican Republic where I was born, I was already a freshman in high school. And I was starting my life in the United States without knowing any English, without knowing anyone other than my mom and my stepdad, who I met that summer. And I knew that I had a steep hill ahead of me, a mountain to climb in order to achieve the dreams that I had at the time, which one of them was to break the cycle of poverty and become an independent woman who can stand on her own. I knew that I had so many challenges ahead. The first and most obvious one was learning the language so that I could get through high school, graduate, and eventually make my way through college. Well, I think you know how that story ends, because through my profile and just knowing who I am, you see who I am today. But back when I was 14 years old, the resilience that I experienced was that I was able to go through periods of really, really difficulties and land on my feet. And that resilience that I experienced from when I was a teenager continued through the rest of my life. When I graduated, actually before I graduated college, going through 4 years of college, studying computer science and economics, two very difficult topics, I was always doing the extra work and working the extra long hours because I knew that I was catching up. I knew that I had to use a dictionary at the time. I know I'm dating myself, to translate what I was reading because I didn't understand every word that I read. And after I graduated college and I started my career as a programmer and eventually received my MBA and became a manager and moved into the leadership ranks, I continued to lean on my resilience and my ability to see a problem, to get resourceful so that I could find a solution, find people who could help me solve the problem, and then move forward to the next step. And that is what being resilient means in terms of how have you been resilient? How have you in your personal life and business shown resiliency? As leaders leading through these very complex times, at least new times for us, not so much for people who have already been through these types of situations. How are you leaning on your resilience to relay to the folks that you are leading that we are going to get through this together? And if you look at history, we've been through very difficult situations. And it is that authenticity that we already spoke about. It is the positivity that we discussed in my previous video. And it is that resilience, leaning on that history that you have already lived to help you get through this time of high demand. Knowing that you will come up with an answer, knowing that together we will come up with a solution based on our history. And so when you are around the people that you lead, your team, the stakeholders in your business, and you find yourself in a situation where things are looking pretty dark, it is extremely important for you to bring up other times when the company, the team, the organization has also been through some tough times. And together with your creativity and your smarts and the resourcefulness that you bring, you together as a company, as an organization, as a culture, came up with a solution. Reminding your people of these times and letting them know that you will overcome is going to help you lead your team through these dark times and help them achieve the goals that you are looking to achieve as a company, and also bond as a team and become more cohesive and collaborative. This is the time to make sure that you remind yourself and remind the people around you of your superpowers, of the qualities that you all possess, and the qualities that you've used in the past to build your resilience. Even though it may seem obvious that, of course, we'll get through this to you, it's not always so obvious to the people around you that they're going to be okay. As a healing leader and empowering leader, it helps us to show up in this way to the workplace with the positivity, enthusiasm, valuing our team, sharing our vision, communicating what we see and where we see ourselves going as a team. And that's how we build our resilience. That's how we live and use what we've already done to help us and fuel us to keep moving forward. Otherwise, it seems pretty grim that everything around us is turning so negative or is negative. We have the power to bring our best forward and share with the people around us and motivate them and inspire them to at least harness ourselves so that we can bring our best. We can't control what other people do or say or think. We can only control what we believe, think, say, or do. And a lot of that is positive. We get to choose to bring that positivity and to also bring our resilience to our interactions and to finish and complete the projects that are due next month and next quarter, next year. We can use our history and our stories to share with the people that we're here to inspire and lead, that this too shall pass and that we will overcome what we are facing right now. So this is quality number 12. Resiliency is one of the qualities that we must harness during these difficult times in order to help our people move forward and to move out of survival and into thriving mode. So I look forward to you interacting with me. Please share how these 21 qualities are landing for you. This is quality number 12, resiliency. I've shared the other 11 with you, and you can find the rest of them at executivebound.com/strategies. I put them all together for you in case you missed one of them and you want to catch up. And of course, feel free to share my book, Healing Leadership, with your team if you want to bring me in so that we can do a talk, or I can put together a book club for your company. I will love to do that. It's a lot of fun. It's one way to digest the content of Healing Leadership in a way that is very engaging and fun for you leaders and your people, and also another way to support them as they develop and grow. There's so much work to be done. It's important for us as leaders to also show our people that we care about their development and their growth. And as a human need, when we as leaders and people who head our companies show that we are also here to meet the human needs of our people, they see that, they feel it, and most importantly, they will act accordingly. So if you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Callwithginny.com. I would love to support you in any way that I can. I'll see you soon.